there were disagreements then about what the consequences of the reforms would be. Two very prominent political scientists of the time, David Mayhew and Mo Fiorina, and the latter from our own graduate program, my first co-author as a graduate student, Mo Fiorina, saw these reforms after the fact, that is, after all of these things had been passed, as relatively inconsequential. That parties, the view at the time was that parties were not important in Congress, and that members did not want their parties and their leaderships to be strong. Members wanted to pursue their own electoral or other interests, and as David Mayhew said, the main thing that members want from their parties is to be left alone. That was the understanding at the time. And so the Democrats spend 7 or 8 years making all these changes, and given that perspective, they said, well, these things are epiphenomenal. They're not just not consequential. They're not going to be important. And what most people thought, especially with the Subcommittee Bill of Rights, was that it had further undermined the ability of the Congress to get anything done. It had parceled power out away from the committees to the subcommittees, and therefore made it more difficult to get things done. And the short-term effects looked to some degree like those views were correct. And then it was only after a while that the consequences became more and more apparent of the reforms generally. And I think now that it's almost universally believed that that parties are consequential in Congress, and very powerful in the House of Representatives, and the reforms are among the principal reasons why that was true.